Welcome back to Carol's Vegan Kitchen. Today I'm going to make two kinds of soup. Great for this time of year. I love soup. So satisfying, comforting, and when you've made a big pot and you don't eat it all up, you have it there for the next day. So that's really wonderful about soup as well. So the first soup we're going to make today, I'm going to show you today, is kind of takeoff on Thai. I think it's called Tom Ga Kai or something like that soup. But it's my own recipe. And that, in the Thai restaurants, they usually use chicken. But I'm going to use tempeh instead as the protein. Has a lot of lovely vegetables in it. I have cabbage, I have sweet pepper, I have kale, I have onion, broccoli. But you can use any kind of vegetables you like. I just cut some up and whatever I had in the refrigerator. Also, I'm not the type of cook that measures everything precisely. I just throw things in the pot. That's my style. And it usually works out almost, 99% of the time. So here we go. I'm going to start with sauteing this onion in the big pot here. I'm using avocado oil, but you could use any kind of oil you want. Just throwing some in there. As I said, I don't measure anything. If I'm following a recipe, then I do follow the instructions, but this is my recipe. I throw in the onion. And I'm going to take a couple of cloves of garlic here and press them and put that in the pot as well. I love my garlic press. I've had lots of other ones, but they mostly have disintegrated, and I finally invested in a solid stainless steel one, and it's great. I'm going to have it for the rest of my life, so I like this. The other one's kind of like the coating peeled or they broke, so it was a little more expensive, but I think it was worth it for this. Have a good tool in your kitchen. And it's very easy to clean. It sounds like an ad for the garlic press, but I really recommend it. So we'll just cook these a little bit so they soften up. Meanwhile, I'm going to take the tempeh, which is fermented soybeans, and I'm going to cut that into little cubes. I don't eat tofu because it's not fermented. And tofu, I have read, and I don't know all the details, but it has a factor in contributing to female cancers. So I stay away from it. Sometimes if I'm at a restaurant, I'll eat it. But for at home here, I use tempeh. It smells good. Nothing wrong with the smell of cooking onion. I mean, that's very inviting in my opinion. So I'm going to cut these into little bite-sized pieces. As you can see, I'm not making them exact because I'm not exact. Anything goes. My stomach won't know that they're all different pieces and all different sizes. There we go. And this tempeh, you can get that at any grocery store these days, the tempeh. Stir this a little bit. Oh, it smells good. The garlic and the onion, it's like priceless. A little bit more cooking, and then after that, I'm going to add this container of vegan vegetable broth. Get that ready. I'm also going to add this can of coconut milk. The coconut milk is such a great substitute or replacement or alternative to cow's milk because it's so creamy and it's vegan. No animals were hurt to make this milk or abused. All right. I'm now going to add this container of vegetable broth. As I said, this is so simple. The hardest part, or the most time-consuming part, is cutting up your vegetables. And I'm going to add this can of coconut milk. Sometimes it needs a little help to get it. Oh, I need a smaller spoon. Let me get that. Hang on. It needs a little help to get it from the can because all the, what's called the coconut cream, rises to the top and the liquid's below. So if you ever see recipes that call for coconut cream, that's what it is. It's the top part of a can of coconut milk. It's solid-like. It has the consistency of butter almost, cow butter. Okay. Now I'm going to mix that all together. If you want it even creamier, you could add another can of coconut milk. But I think I'll do it this way this time. So the next step now is just to dump in your vegetables. I previously cut them. As I said, there's cabbage, peppers, broccoli, and sweet peppers. Stir that all around. It's quite thick. I'm going to add another can of coconut milk. I want it to be more liquid. There's the liquid. This stuff is so yummy. Now I'm going to stir that all together again. As I said earlier, there's kind of lumps of the coconut cream and I want it to blend. Here I have some lemongrass that I cut into little pieces. That makes the soup, gives it that Thai style taste. And this is a smoked jalapeno pepper, otherwise known as a chipotle pepper. And it's very, very hot and spicy. So I'm just going to throw that in there. Amazingly, this will flavor the whole pot of soup. Put the chipotle pepper in, and here's the lemongrass that I cut up. I'm putting that in. And just throw everything in. The basic idea is just now is to heat it up and let the vegetables soften up. And when the vegetables are soft, the soup is basically finished. It's very, very simple. I'm going to throw in the tempeh also. Tempeh really doesn't have to be cooked. It's cooked as is or ready to go, but it's nice to heat it up. So it's very, very colorful. So I'm going to add some of this lime juice now. That also gives that Thai flavor to it. And you can do it to taste. And I'm going to add some curry. I'm just going to dump some in to taste. That also could be adjusted. So it's got curry and the chipotle pepper. So this is a nice spicy, going to be a nice spicy soup. Good for the soul and warm you up in the wintertime. And it's pretty much done now. So I'm going to spoon some out and I'll let you see what the finished product looks like. I have a couple of toppings I'm going to put on it. The soup is done. It's all heated and the vegetables are all nice and soft. I've tested it for the seasoning and I added some salt too. I don't think you saw that, but I did add some, I used some Himalayan pink salt. So I ladled out some soup and I'm anxious to eat it. I like these toppings. These are pea shoots. They add more color and they're cute. None of this is necessary. You don't really have to have the toppings, and I like these black sesame seeds. It's all very healthy toppings that I'm putting on. See? Sprinkle some black sesame seeds. Apparently, it says here on the bag that they function to tonify yin, jing, and blood, moisten the intestines, and help build the spirit or shen. So, what could be bad with that? So here we are. Carol's Vegan, coconut, creamy coconut, lemongrass, lime vegetable soup with some nice protein added, some tempeh. And let me taste it, see if it come out good. Never bad. Ah, quite yummy, very satisfying. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you get to make it. And leave me some comments if you've made it and you've enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.